all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, all my Crimsonites. How are you doing today? We about to cook this provision aspect all week because there are different, they don't get it. Hyenas don't get it. They don't want to get it, but we're going to drill it. We're going to drill it anyway. Thank you very little for your contribution, sweetheart. Said they can't find a man because men do not value or respect women who think like men and act like men. Men want mates who complement their masculinity, not compete with it and against it. These are facts. And thank you so very much, Theo, for your contribution, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. Okay, I appreciate you, sweetheart. We got a clip that we're going to dissect today, and it is indicative of the kinds of thought patterns that the modern day woman has. She doesn't know what's valuable in a relationship. This is why the provision conversation is a conversation. Because there was somebody in the chat yesterday when I went back to look at my own video, because sometimes I will replay it just to see what was going on in the chat sometimes. It was a lot of talk in the chat from what had to be a female when I was talking about the whole Tyler Perry thing, and she was really on this whole settling thing, and well, the women are making more money, and women that went to college and got such and such degrees are making high income, and was trying to justify that high student loan, which lets me know that it's a lot of women that don't understand no money, because there is a such thing as good debt and there's a such thing as bad debt. How many people in my chat room know that? My subscribers are very astute, so I'm assuming that the majority of you understand that there is good debt and there is bad debt. There is debt that wealthy people utilize in order to take advantage of certain tax breaks. And then there is bad debt, debt that subtracts from your overall net worth. Student loan debt would be what kind of debt? Because it ain't a tax write-off. So what kind of debt is student loan debt? Because they'll ask you on simple taxes, well, did you pay any student loans or did you pay? But that's not for the purposes that most people think that is. It's an albatross around most people's neck because it accrues an extreme amount of interest, actually. The fact that it accrues the level of interest depending on what kind of loan you signed initially, it likely had a very high interest rate, because most of us who had to take a loan to go to school in the first place were probably coming from situations that were more or less, maybe not impoverished, but you didn't have enough to pay for school. So those federal student loans that they was handing out, especially when I was going into college in the 90s, when I was entering into the college, predatory. Predatory. The interest rate on that loan was predatory. But we were like 18. Most of us out of the hood, didn't have anybody that was able to decipher the loan agreement for us to make sure that we were making a sound decision. And it was almost like you either take this loan or you don't go to school. Not to mention, for a lot of the things that women go to school for, to get those little degrees, they don't earn what you think they earn. By the time you get done going to school for X degree and what you majored in, that thing don't make no money by the time you get out, if it ever did. Most women go into social work. Most women go into psychology. Most women go into things of that nature. Not a lot of women go into STEM fields. Women will go into medical, but they're not coming out doctors. They're going in and coming out with as a nurse, which it ain't nothing wrong with nurses. I'm not shooting down nurses. I'm just saying that you're not coming out with the goal or the credentials or the scholarship to be a surgeon or any other type of doctor. So the student loan debt that you accrued is not offset by the income or the potential income that you will receive. Some nurses make money. That depends on what kind of nurse you are, because there's different levels of nursing. Some nurses make a lot of money. Like I said, it depends on the kind of nurse that you become. Thank you, Miss Lou Casey, for your super sticker, sweetheart. So I'm not trying to shut down what you're saying, Mr. Shane, because I know registered nurses that they make good six figures. But that's them. I also know other kinds of nurses that are barely scraping by. So like, again, I'm not shooting down what you're saying, but I want other people to understand it depends. Nurses can make quite a bit of money. Depends though. Where are you working? What state are you working? What kind of nursing are you doing? Those factors. I'm going to tell you why they like psychology degrees. Because they be trying to diagnose their own trauma. That's why they like psychology degrees. So I don't want people to get a misunderstanding. I'm not shooting down nurses. Nurses are essential. And if you get a good nurse, you got a good thing. Good nurses are knowledgeable and they are diligent and they have excellent bedside manner. A good nurse is a treasure. Definitely. And they work very hard. They work long shifts. They're on their feet all day. They manage so many different patients a day with different temperaments, different illnesses, things of that nature. Okay. So I'm not down in nurses. Like I said, I know a few nurses. Thank you, Miss 39 Dina, for your contribution, sweetheart. So we are going to get into what I really want to talk about. Because I may address some comments. I might start doing comment section Saturdays, where I go into comments, chat comments, things of that nature. And we talk about that. Because some people be putting some wild stuff in the comments. It's meant to go to a PC website. Thank you, OMAC. I want y'all to listen to this clip. Listen very carefully, because we're going to pick it apart today. Oh, we're going to cook. It don't sound like I'm going to cook, but we're going to cook. Y'all know I like to start off mellow, right? So here we go.
An independent woman seems like she can't be a good mate, wife, or mother. Like, I still want to cook for money, even if I'm busting my ass.
It's counterintuitive.
What part is?
Independent. The same thing is saying that you want a dependent man. These two go opposite of each other. The independent woman depends on no one, and a dependent man can't be dependent on.
What should we depend on our man for?
For protection, provision. It could be spiritual guide. It could be education. A man that wants to.
But you haven't said money yet.
That's being provided. That's provision.
But I'm saying, like, all of these things that I would want for a man. I would love when men pay for my shit.
But that doesn't mean that you can't have your own money.
But also, why did you go directly to the independent and the dependent?
Because those are the polar opposites.
But do you not believe that two independent people can exist together in a relationship?
I don't think they need each other. I think that what is the point of having relationships? The same thing if you get a business partner that you don't need.
Why is it that an independent woman seems like she can't be a good mate, wife, or mother? Like, I still want to cook for money, even if I'm busting my ass.
It's counterintuitive.
What part is?
Independent. The same thing is saying that you want a dependent man. These two go opposite of each other. The independent woman depends on no one, and a dependent man can't be dependent on.
What should we depend on our man for?
For protection, provision. It could be spiritual guide. It could be education. A man that wants to.
But you haven't said money yet.
And I wanted her to get right to that part so we could talk about it. When are y'all gonna get this through y'all heads? Why? Let's answer her first question. Why is it that it seems like independent women cannot be a good wife, mother, or mate? Because y'all are hard-headed and you are not women. You get these little degrees, you get your little income, and you turn into little men with vaginas. That's why. Because little men that have vaginas don't make good wives, and they don't make good mothers, and they don't make good mates to men. That's the long and short of it. You get your 80, 90, even $100,000 job. Mind you, a lot of this stuff is jobs that y'all have got. You making $100,000 with a W-2. The IRS is eating you alive because you got to pay them first. And they're going to take the lion's share of your money, you're paying no less than about $30,000. No less. And they want all of it by the tax deadline. Okay? Now, you're not likely to get audited if everything that you have is reported on the W-2s. There's nothing to audit you for. All of the income is being reported. They've been taking taxes out of your money the whole year anyways. So even though you're making six figures, you are still an employee. And you can be capped at whatever the pay rate for your job title is. You had better hope that company or whomever you working for don't lay you off, or you're going to be in trouble. Because a lot of y'all like to get that little money and think you're rich. Then you start trying to live above your means. Many women do not understand investments, and they don't understand how to get out of that rat race. It's still a rat race. You just racing faster than the other rats, but it's still the rat race. It doesn't make you understand money, and it doesn't make you understand how bills work and how economies work, and how, even in a simplistic way. Because I'm not some type of money wealth expert. That's not the channel that I run. And I would not say that I was qualified to run such a channel. Then she said, what should we depend on our men for? He said provision, protection. I told you they always stop at 2. And then she said, you ain't say money yet. He said that would be provision. That would fall under provision. Y'all have a completely backwards concept of money as it pertains to relationships and as it pertains to who you become or who you think you are or who you think other people are based on money. This is the same concept and the same argument that popped up when Ebony K and Iyanla had that conversation about the bus driver. So many women came out of the woodwork talking about how they are settling and dating down, and everybody want them to date down and get a man that is not worthy of them. And I'm trying to figure out, who do y'all think is not worthy of you? Who are you worthy of? Because let's not act like the women that do earn higher income, because there are women that earn higher income. Not everybody's earning $40,000, $50,000, right? That's average. That's median. But more women, especially relative to maybe 30, 40 years ago, more women have more money than they used to have collectively. You can find a woman easier now than in the past that is making a pretty decent amount of money. Okay? You can find her. They're there. Y'all ain't no better than the woman that's making $40,000. Y'all ain't no better than the woman that make 20. Y'all ain't no better than the welfare queen that make her living off of government assistance and child support. You know why you not no better than her? Because you are in a different tax bracket, but you make all the same stupid decisions she do. Y'all be doing the same thing. See, y'all be thinking y'all are on a different playing ground than women that make less than you, because these hyenas believe that the more money you have, the better person you are, or that your bad behavior can be dismissed due to the amount of money that you have. So when she's making her 90,000, her 100,000, her 120,000 per year, somehow she thinks she better than the Keisha that gotta live in the hood. No, you're not, because you still got baby daddy problems. You still got baby daddies. Y'all are still single mothers. Don't act like sugar mamas is not a thing. Don't act like y'all don't pay men to be around you, pay men to have sex with you, pay men, okay? Y'all the real pick-me's, because you will deal with anything just to have a man around, a man that actually do not want you. So y'all are the real pick-me's because you never get picked, but you campaign. And you campaign in all the wrong ways. You do everything backwards. You do everything in reverse. You hustle backwards all the time. All the time. Y'all may have your little degree or whatnot.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
You got your little degree and you know everything, but you lay down with the same scrub that you get online and get in front of people and act like he's not good enough for you. He be good enough for you on Saturday night. He be sure good enough then. And you be in your feelings. See, a lot of y'all little high earning chicks, y'all are consistently the side chick. Let's talk about it. Y'all are consistently the side chick. And you be doing everything that you claim you're not gonna do. And y'all little bragging point will be, get this. The bragging point will be, let me set up the whole scenario for you. Let me get to these super chats, and I'm going to set up the whole scenario for you. Thank you, Mogul May. So they're real condescending in this interview, and I've noticed how that's normalized. Oh, yeah, it's normalized because talking to black men is like talking to a roach. You know, you ain't got to give no respect. You don't have to have decency in your conversation. The decency and the normal level of respect that you give somebody that you speaking with. No, you thought you got to talk to a lowly black man with any type of, you know what I mean? Thank you, Norman, sweetheart, for your contribution.
Thank you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just wanna thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Keith said, for she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. Proverbs 5 and 6. Thank you so much. Thank you, D. Said he was good enough on Saturday night. I'm dead. Y'all know it's real. Thank you, Miss Diamond, for your super sticker, beloved. Thank you, sweetheart. Let me set up the whole scenario. You got a chick that makes 6 figures. Let's say she make her $100,000 a year. She live in her decent little apartment. She got a decent car. She make a decent living. And you know what I'm saying? She financially, she lives decently. right? She's not in the depths of the hood or anything like that. Okay? Let's just see this. She keep her clothes nice. She keep her hair nice. You know, she try to look the best that she can and things of that nature. She keep herself relatively together. All right? Thank you. Thank you again, Miss Diamond, for your super sticker, sweetheart. She can't keep a man to save her life. She cannot get into any commitments. No man will actually commit to her. No man will actually marry her. She will have a man that she is the side chick to long term. Let's say she be with the side piece to a man for like 2 years. Let's just say he come over as consistently as a side dude is gonna do. She see him a couple of times a week or whatever the case may be, slide through. They don't really go nowhere together. They don't really do nothing together because she's a side piece. He doesn't want to really be seen with her and stuff because he might get caught up. He ain't trying to get caught up, you know, and all of this other type of stuff. She accepts this arrangement because the D is good. Whatever little conversation that they have, that's decent. She accepts this arrangement. Tell me you don't know nobody that no women that accept this arrangement. One day he disappeared for a couple of weeks. She's not able to get in touch with him. He's not answering texts. He's not answering phone calls. He dipped for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month. When he get back around her, she tries to act and ask him, what happened to you? Why couldn't I get in touch with you? Or she do her investigation, Facebook, this and that, and finds out either through investigation or he tells her, I got married. I got married. I was gone because I was on my honeymoon. I'm married. She will feel a way, but she will still sexually engage him. And you know what you know how she'll justify it? See, it don't pay to be the wife because he's still cheating. I'm screwing him. He's still over here with me. Now, if that's not pick me, I don't know what it is. If that's not these little so-called pick meshas that y'all be trying to clown, I don't know what is. Because it's women like this that have such low self-esteem that you think that's some type of flex. You was with this dude giving him access to every sexual thing that you had. You gave him all kind of access to you. He swerved you. When it came to commitment, he didn't think about you. When it came to a commitment, he did not court you. He did not approach you. He did not try with you. He went to another woman that was probably already his woman for the whole time or most of the time he'd been dealing with you, and he married her. And he dipped on you because he can't be having no conversation with you while he's with her. Instead of realizing that, wait a minute, he passed me up. I've been giving him access to me, and when it came time for a commitment, he did not even look my way. He went to another woman and gave her a commitment, not me. And I've been sucking and letting and busting it open and throwing it back and all kind of stuff I've been doing, gymnastics with him in that bedroom. I've been putting it down, baby, in that bedroom. And he did not even think of me. I have even given him a couple of dollars, or he gave me a couple of dollars, or whatever. We talk and all that kind of stuff. And he never looked at me for a relationship. When he thought of the woman that he wanted to spend his time with, that he wanted to spend his resources with, that he wanted to commit to, that he wanted to marry and be with, it wasn't me. It's not a flex to still give that man access to you. Because them type of chicks will then try to blow him up in front of the wife. She'll do her best to try to let the wife know that he over here smashing me. So, nana nana boo boo. Now, I don't know what you want to try to ruin that woman day for. Because you mad. When all you got to do is not deal with him no more. Understand that you got swerved. He moved all the way around you to get to another woman. He moved all the way around you to get to another woman. So you sleeping with him behind her back is not a flex now. It's sad. It's sad. Y'all chicks, it's sad. I don't care how much money you make. You are sad. You are sad excuses for women. Because you value the money before anything and everything else. It isn't your money. I'm going to take a commercial break because we're going to dissect this mindset. Because y'all want to keep going in circles about, well, if he earned this and if he don't earn that. It's not the money that's preventing you from having a man and a husband. That's not what's happening. But after these messages, we'll be right back.
Join PCTechForum.net is a new site. And so we'll be discussing everything related to tech news. They'll be discussing the latest processors, graphic cards, laptops, hard drives, computer cases. They also have a section for pre-built PCs and custom-built PCs, and also a PC straight from the manufacturer. They also be discussing the operating systems and how to troubleshoot them. And said, last but not least, they'll also be discussing the latest games and business. The site is brand new, so people will join for the first time on there. So come and sign up today at PCTechForum.net.
So what you want to do is hit the link at the top of the chat, PCTechForum.net, a place where all things PC can be discussed, whether it's work, play, business, whatever it is that you want to discuss as it pertains to software, hardware, the newest game, the newest productivity packages, the newest operating systems, whatever it is, that's the place that you want to go to have the conversation. So once again, hit the link for PCTechForum.net. I know that I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit that like button. Let me get to these super chats. Thank you, Grady said they picked the Pookies and Ray Rays over us hardworking men. They think we're boring and lame. I had a few women call me brokey. Like, really? It be the stupidest stuff. Thank you to Renzo. So a lot of these scenarios can be decoded watching Sex in the City by changing the color of the woman. Females as sisters. Crownhead D says, yeah, exactly. And picking apart their social failures. And they like to dress up the failures as successes. Nobody's stupid. Thank you, Luciana. So, hi, Kendra. I love listening to your perspectives and seeing the hyena clips when you put them on. Much love. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you, beloved. You gonna get the iPhone 15? See, I'm waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting on, but I'm waiting. I don't know. Because I still got an iPhone 12. And it worked perfectly. And I'm not really sweating the new iPhone. You see what I'm saying? My phone is perfectly fine. I may wait. Let them come out with one more generation. And then I get one. It's not the money that prevents you from getting the commitment. It's not the money that makes the men so-called subpar. It isn't his lack of money that disqualifies him or makes the relationship difficult. It's your thought pattern that if you make money, you automatically become a better person. And the hyena thinks this for everybody. She thinks that if you have money, you become a better person. I need y'all to understand that. She becomes a better person. Everybody is a better person when they have money, or if she thinks that they have money. Why do you think that they excuse celebrity bad behavior? Why do you think that they do that? Anytime that you critique one of their favorite celebrity females and her bad behavior, what's one of the first things she say? She got money and you don't. What does that matter? What is that even supposed to mean? So she gets to be a horrible human being because she make a few dollars scratching around in her pocket? So she gets to be a gutter snipe. Shout out to Auntie Iyanla. She gets to be a gutter snipe because she got money. The reason that they uphold that is because they feel like they get to be horrible people if they have money. When you ask her about her worthiness, she'll start talking about her money if she's got any. This is why when you ask them who they are, when you ask them what value they have as human beings, they start talking about money, degrees, any accolades, the place they work, the place they live, the car they drive, the clothes they buy. They'll start talking about these external, superficial things because she believes that excuses her. She doesn't have to be a better person if she's got money. She doesn't have to be a better person if she went and got a degree. She can have a stank attitude. She can be in a relationship, and if that man make even $1 less than her, she can talk down to him because the converse is also true. If you don't have quote unquote what she decide is money, then you are a horrible person. You are not a good person. You don't have any value. If money is not concerned, you don't have any value. This is why Ebony K said what she said and why Iyanla's response was what it was. If he owns the bus, Iyanla was talking about the character of the human being, not relegating who the human being was to how much they made. This is why Ebony K's response was blasted. because Iyanla had already laid it out what kind of man. He's a good man. He work. But he don't quite make as much as you. That was her point. He don't make as much as you. Can you respect him as a man? It's only hyenas that can't do it. The purpose of them getting money is to compete with men and to say that they are better than men, not to help nobody. When men start making a good amount of money or an abundance of money, he starts thinking about who he's going to who can benefit from that. Who is he gonna start taking care of? I'm gonna take better care of my kids. I'm gonna take better care of my wife. We're gonna get a better car. We're gonna live in a better place. That's what he starts thinking. He starts thinking about how can he utilize his money to uplift everybody that's depending on him in the first place? How can his tide lift all boats? Y'all get some money and y'all think about who you can withhold it from. And who you not gonna help. Who you not gonna help. The clip I showed earlier demonstrated how y'all not gonna help nobody. See, when a hyena says, I'm not gonna support no man, she's not just talking about money. Let's just talk about that. She mean I'm not supporting him at all. I'm not giving him moral support. I'm not gonna give him financial support. I'm not gonna give him spiritual support. I'm not gonna give him nothing. So what good are you? If you don't want to be the thing in that man's life that he can't buy with money and that he cannot replace easily if he were to lose it, then you become plug and play. That's why they get more than one of you. Or they just move you off the board and go get another one. Because you don't do anything. So who are you? What value have you brought to the relationship other than trying to loudmouth them because you make a little bit more money than he do? What was the purpose of getting your money if you just want a man to pay for all your stuff anyway? I be trying to figure out what y'all money be doing. What in the concept of the hyena, I want to know, what do y'all think y'all money supposed to do? In the perfect boneyard, what should your money be doing? I want to know. If you was in the perfect boneyard, I want to know, what do you believe your money should do within the relationship? Thank you, Miss Almond. I said Black women are not making large amounts of money. Let's stop with this false convo and work on fixing the real issues. Black women as a whole are broke. Celebs are broke too. And you're right about that, which is why I took the approach I took yesterday about the median income. Your average individual, first of all, is not making more than about $40,000, $45,000 a year. Your average everyday worker. Okay? You can live, but you don't have extras. There's no disposable income. You paying bills and you're getting by, especially with this inflation. But the reason I'm taking the approach today for the women that do make more than the median, I just want to destroy the argument. Because they like to persist in thinking that the money is what's preventing them from finding the relationship. It's only their thought about the money that prevents it, not the money itself. The money is money. loses or gains value depending on the economy and the value of a dollar. You see what I mean? So that's why I'm taking the approach today. But you are right, and I agree with you. That is a false convo. Black women are not running around here rich, and celebrities are broke. Thank you once again, Norrin, for your contribution. But
Thank you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just wanna thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you, Miss LD, for your contribution, sweetheart. And thank you, Herb Saint. So when a black man succeeds, he is expected to lift the fam and their pets. When a Sha'Carri Richardson makes it, she don't owe nobody. This is facts. This is facts. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Kise. Looking at salary data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, black men earn more than black women. People will believe anything if it's from someone they admire. Precisely. So I want to know, what do y'all money supposed to do in the perfect boneyard scenario? What do you think it does? When they say they're not going to support a man and they're not going to build a man and they're not going to, they mean everything. And like I said, in the clip I showed earlier today, I'm going to go back to that clip. I'm actually going to go back to that clip. Give me 2 seconds. We're going to go back to pink hair. We're going to talk about pink hair and the issue with that. Okay. Let's go back to her. And I want you to listen again to what she's saying, because all of this is all the same conversation.
Money you left me?
Had to.
That ain't right. I don't like that.
If I'm making more money than him,
You should help him get some more money.
How am I going to do that, though? If I have my own career, I'm doing what I'm doing.
A woman's supposed to be a helpmate.
I feel like a man is supposed to be that for a girl.
A man's supposed to be a leader.
You right.
You're supposed to help him be a better leader.
So I was in the wrong. Now I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy.
Why you looking for a daddy?
I ain't looking for a daddy. I got my own money. I can do what I do.
Because that's what daddies do. Money. They always come back to a dollar. When it concerns what men do or what they don't do, it's always money.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need a guy for money. I want a man to be stable. If I was to leave him, I want him to
So he wasn't stable?
He was okay, but I was making more than him.
But he was stable though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So why are you leaving him?
Because he wasn't doing better than me. I need a guy doing better than me. And if he's not doing better than me, then
I guess I feel like it would have been more real if you to help him get to where you want him to be.
Y'all want these guys. I feel like guys want that love story. Like, I feel like guys want us females to be with them in the trap, do what they do, and then when shit goes downhill.
No, nobody want that. You want that. You could have helped him outside of the trap. You could have helped him get a barber license or anything.
He was good at that, but he could have did that himself. He could encourage him.
him?
Well, I'm not his mom. I'm not gonna carry him and go do this and this.
And that's where I wanted. That's where I wanted to stop it. I'm not gonna carry him. So encouraging him, encouraging your man, your husband, speaking life, supporting, even morally. I'm not his mom. Y'all so quick for that. This is why you don't have relationships. This is why the men don't take you seriously. This is why your relationships are troubled and they fail. It's not because the men don't like it that you start making more money and now all of a sudden you become insufferable when you start making more money. You You're the one that gets a big head. You start smelling yourself, and then you start talking to him like he don't have a pair of cojones that he rocking. That's what you start doing. You start talking down to him like he a kid. I mean, how am I supposed to help him if I'm doing what I'm doing? Selfish. You mean y'all don't know how to help? That's why you get so irritated when men start talking about be a help me and support, because you don't have no concept of that. You don't know what to do. You don't even know how to talk to him. You don't even know how to communicate with your husband in a way that will inspire him to do what he got to do. This is why I brought up yesterday the Korean woman in the beauty supply store, the Philippine woman in the nail shop, the Chinese woman in the Chinese restaurant. That's why I brought her up. And then somebody in the chat yesterday was talking about, well, you know, the Asian man going to get the capital to start the business. That's not what we're talking about. Because if a man came in with his own business and he asked you to be the secretary for that business, work for him, help him take it to the next level, you would not do that. I'm not building no man. You would not come to the beauty supply store that he already owned or that he was on the verge of owning when you met him. He already had plans. He just needed one or two pieces to get to the next level. You could have supplied those one or two pieces for him to get to the next level. And out of spite and selfishness, you would not do it. And if you sit back out of spite and not do it, and he does it in spite of you, then that creates resentment for you. Now he don't want you to have no part of the benefit because you didn't help when you could have. You didn't help him in the way that you could have helped him. So now he don't feel like you should benefit from the outcome. If his business become good and it take off, he gonna think about, how did you hinder me? You hindered me. It could have took off 6 months ago. It could have took off a year ago, but you hindered me. You talked crap the whole time. When I asked you, when I needed you to front me for a little money, hold it down for a little bit while I take this fund and go over here and work this with it. You pay the rent for a couple of months so that I can do this, get this off the ground. You would not do it. I don't want to do that. Why I got you the man? You supposed to pay. Okay. And then when he finagle it and figure it out, in spite of you being an obstacle, now he don't want to deal with you. Now this is why he looked for another woman after he make it. This is why he looked for another woman after he make it. Because he asked you to help him and you refused to do so. Even when he knew that it was within your capability to do it. And the only reason you didn't do it is because you were selfish. And you didn't want to see him win. You didn't want him to win. So now he'll just go get a chick that was waiting at the finish line because she ain't no different than you. You didn't put in no work and you was there. At least he can look at her and say, at least she wasn't there to hinder me. You an obstacle. That's why you can't keep no man. That's why you can't get man. Because you're an obstacle. You're a stumbling block in his path. If you do give him a little money, you argue about it. He gotta hear it. Every time you get upset, you say it. So you didn't give it to him out of the kindness of your heart. You didn't give it to him because you love him. You didn't give it to him because you wanted him to win. You gave it to him begrudgingly in the first place, and then you bring it up every second. Don't nobody want no help you got to throw in my face. Don't help me. Don't help me. Don't give me nothing. I'd rather drink muddy water and sleep in a hollow log than to have you help me and then you throw it in my face. I'm not doing it. That's why they don't want you. When they do make it, they leave because you were a hindrance the whole time. And y'all be calling yourself, don't see that. I was trying to help. No, you were not. Just because you was there don't mean you was helping. Thank you, Ruminant. Said the same, I'm not his mom chick who won't help him go to the barber school is the same chick who was fine when he paid off her student loan for that gender studies degree from University of Phoenix. Exactly. Because you heard what she said. I feel like a man's supposed to be that for a woman, a helpmeet. Thank you, Keith. Said women of my generation have failed their daughters. Didn't teach them nothing. Did not. Thank you, NYG man. Said you are the GOAT, Crimson Chef. The way you stay cooking these hyenas, your content is so in-depth and real. Also, your eyeglasses game is on 100. Tell your husband, G's up. I will. And thank you so much for your generous contribution. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Annie, for your super sticker, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. Thank you once again, Norman. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just want to thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you, sweetheart. So you said it. This is why they can't keep a man. They don't want to talk about that part. Thank you, Miss Luke Casey. Thank you so much. So these hyenas are indeed the representation of selfishness. Selfish. Selfish. They only want to see nobody win. The man they with. Thank you, Miss Diamond, again for your super sticker, beloved. Thank you, Mr. Rhythm. So that's why I just do it out until I travel. No one was there when I was on the job hunt after the Navy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Use a stumbling block to him. What do you want to stay for? See, men just don't up and leave the woman that helped them, that supported them. And when she gave him her feminine support, he didn't just up and leave. Men are not stupid. Men are not stupid. They know when they are really on their purpose as men and they get a woman that's really a helpmeet to them and really she do everything, unless he's crazy or something wrong with him, he's not stupid enough to leave her. If anything, she becomes more dear to him. If anything, she becomes an asset to him that is nearly irreplaceable. Nearly irreplaceable. And when he do make it, he makes sure she don't never have to worry about nothing. He makes sure she don't have to worry her pretty little head about nothing. Because he gonna think back when he needed her. She didn't come with the masculine energy. She didn't try to problem solve for him. She didn't treat him like a baby. She just simply gave her feminine support to him. That's all she did. She spoke life when he needed it, when he was down, when he was low, when he thought that he could not achieve what he was trying to achieve, when he was giving his all to do it and nearly at the point of giving it up. And she come and say, don't you do it. Don't you give that up. You can do it. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Men respond to logic. Okay, let's brainstorm. Now, what is it that we trying to do, baby? What's your number one goal right now today? What is it that you're trying to do that you don't think you can do, or is that's not happening? All right, you want to do that. Now, why do we think that it's not happening? What are the obstacles that's standing in the way, baby? Help him think it. Help him think it. He'll solve his own problem. Help him think it. Instead of nagging, well, why come you can't do it? I don't understand why it ain't happening. Ice that. Start asking him the relevant questions, not accusatory questions, relative questions that will start his mind working. Okay, well, I'm right now, it's this that's stopping me from doing it. And I now he's in problem solving mode. How can he overcome the obstacle now? How can he do it? Now he's thinking. You're not thinking for him. All you've done is got that wheel turning. Them gears are now turning because he needed the input. What he needed from you is not for you to solve the problem or carry him. It's not what he needed. He needed you to help him in that emotional space, because that's what you're supposed to be doing as a feminine woman. He got into an emotional space where he doubted himself. He doubted his ability to achieve a goal. That's what he did. You interjected emotionally to him to get him out of the emotional space, back into his logic and analytical reasoning space where the problem can be solved now. Because you told him you believed in him and that you didn't want to see him giving up because there was no reason to give up. Now, come on. You forgot who you was? Did you forget who you was? You a boy? You better come on. Now listen, because this, you can't tell me we can't get past this part here. We can't get past this part. We done been through worse than that. We can't get through this part. This part too hard. How this part too hard? Come on back. Let's think about it. Now, what is it that we think is really stopping this thing from going forward? Like I said, it gets him out of the emotional space because you boosted him. It's like, okay, I got somebody rooting for me. Shoot, if she believe it, I know I can do this. I know I can do this. Let me just think about it. And you unlock his problem solving. Part of the solution he come up with is what he's gonna do and how you can help him do that. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to such and such. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna get this done. I need you to give such and such a call for me. It could be so simple as I want to go over there, set up an appointment for it. Give him a call and let him know I'm coming. Okay? You won't even do that. Why I gotta call him? And he'll say, you know what? No, I call him. Strike. Thank you, Rose. I thought it was fall. You putting heat back in the atmosphere, making it feel like summer. You doing good work, Mrs. Kendra. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve. So congrats to you and your husband. He scored like the winning goal in soccer. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I like this. Miss Diamond got it right. This is the energy you convey. You are worthy. You are the head, not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are the lender, not the borrower. Dust your crown off. Pick it up. No, it's crooked. Come on. We're going to straighten that up. Come on. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. That's the energy you conveying to him. Give him that. You can't even do that. It's not a good word among the lot of you. You got bad energy and you're operating bad faith. And that's why don't nobody like you or fool with you. Because you're negative everywhere you go. In your selfishness, you don't understand how negative you are. All that negative energy. You can't get nothing done with that negative energy. You can't get nothing done with that negative energy. It's negative. See, people have misrepresented what is manifestation. All that manifestation is your energy and how you are putting your energy into things. See, what you put into something is what you get out of it. If you got negative energy, you manifest negative things. If you get positive energy, you manifest positive things. See, people done misconstrued that whole thing like it's some type of magic wand or something like that people is doing. But that energy is real. That energy is real. So that a man thinketh, so that he is. God tell you that. So that a man thinketh, so he is. Y'all focus y'all energy on negativity all the time. That's why it always happened to you. You ever thought about that? You focus on negativity 24 hours a day. What's bad gonna happen to you? How somebody gonna do you wrong? Because this is what's in your heart. You want to do wrong by people. You don't do right by folks. So they don't do right by you. Thank you, Ruminant. Says Samuel Jackson's wife held him down when he was a crackhead. He lived in the basement, but she would not put him out. Now he sings her praises, and she was never a dime piece, and she rides in the chariot with him now. Exactly. Exactly. And they'll take that as you telling us to just deal with crackheads now. You see what I'm saying? You see how they'll take that out of context? She must have understood who he was. She was probably with him prior to the drugs. Now, we don't know exactly the nuances of how she handled that situation. But what we do know is that she didn't cast him completely to the side. She didn't completely cast him to the side. She may have made her own way or tried to reserve herself because living with crackhead is boy. They'll take you through it, baby. It ain't no joke. But what we realized, whatever it was that was going on, she didn't completely throw him away. She must have seen or understood what kind of man he was, who he was, the talent that he had, the potential that he had, and she took a chance. She took a chance to keep him around, to stay. We're gonna see, can you get through this? Because if we get through this, we can get through anything. So we're gonna see, can you get through this? Because a crackhead will try you. A crackhead will try your whole life. Okay. Did I give you your I don't know if I gave you it, but we can do it. Thank you again. Keith said, Crimson Q, your husband has a jewel. Tell him I said treasure it. And you have happiness like me and my wife for 42 years. Ooh, 42 years. That's a long time. Congratulations for that, brother. For you and your wife. That is a treasured milestone. And I tell him. But I treasure him as well. He is wonderful. He is wonderful. I wouldn't trade him for nothing. Do you understand that? Nothing. Nothing. He is very good to me. I want everybody to understand that he is very good to me. I have zero complaint at all. None. Nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start wrapping this up. But we got more to come this week, y'all. We got more to come this week. I think I might do comment section Saturday. I don't know yet. Because I don't know if I want to do a live stream on Saturdays. I don't know. I have to think about that. Because if I start it and it's successful, I ain't going to be able to stop. Maybe I'll do comment section Friday. I don't know. So, this is what I'm going to do. Go ahead and go to crimsoncure.com. Get your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, Lies of Feminism and Road to Recovery. Go ahead and purchase it. The links are in the description box. All right. You need to go ahead and purchase that book. Also, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Some of my subscribers are letting me know that YouTube is unsubscribing them. YouTube is playing with me. They play with my numbers in the background. You know, I'm trying to keep a good eye on my analytics and they play with them. Somebody asked me earlier if they had given me my plaque. The answer is no. So check your subscription. If you know you subscribe to me, just, just look at it again. Make sure you still subscribe. Make sure that the notification bell is still clicked so that you actually get the notifications. Also, I always put notifications in Discord. The link to Discord is also in my description box. You got to go ahead and scroll all the way down. If you want to join the link, the Discord, I'll always post notifications there as well. So you'll be able to get your notifications then as well, especially if YouTube is playing games, because YouTube plays games. But we're not going to worry about the games that they play. We are just going to keep doing what we doing. Okay. All right. So well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.